Alright, here's your jumpers run from Saturday. That was nice and sort of a little bit lucky. Oh, God, I remember we talked about this course. That part was super hard. It was a long line of not totally straight jumps, so... Okay, Alright, let's see what I can see. So this, yeah, I think what you did was fine because you did the cross and you just kept going, and because that's what you needed to do because you're worried about getting down that line. Let me just watch this line and see. I mean, looking at it in hindsight, of course, is a little bit easier, but I still don't see like a super easy way that you could have done it. Here, I do think if you had gotten her to do this turn better. So, like when I started my dogs, I started way back here because you could angle them correctly at the tunnel and be pretty certain that they were going to take it. And then I could get over here and be a little bit more like not moving, not totally stopped, but not moving, which helped get a nice, oops, wrong arrow, helped get a nicer turn on like this, because she came over this jump like this and then had to cut back for this one like this, and then you had to pull her that way again. So if you had started a little bit more like where you are now, you would have been able to get up here. I mean, you are rotated, Karen, but see how you're still, when she's taking off, you're still moving back this way? So, two things. You could have started up here and sent her to the tunnel from farther away. Or when you see, and this is one thing that you and everybody else, including myself, needs to get better at, is you need to react depending on where your dog is. So when you turn around and see your dog is like this close to this jump, you need to just stop where you are. Don't move this way anymore. Don't move that way anymore. Just stop, complete your rotation, and try to force her to make this turn this way. Because then what happens is she goes way out there. She keeps going way out there. And now she's going to take this jump like this. And then you kind of she almost goes to the double. So if she had taken these jumps more like this, it would have been a little bit easier to turn her, I think. Now for this line, my gosh. I just think, I mean, you look how far behind you are, and it's not like a criticism or a fault of yours. It's just the nature of like a long straight line with a fast dog. You're going to get behind, and it's hard to tell them to keep going forward when you're that far behind and they want to curl. And we can't see the angle of that line of jumps. I mean, you must have felt like you had to do a cross there. I mean, looking at it, but I can't see how those jumps line up in relation to each other, but it almost looks like I would have been inclined just to run this side and then turned her on the flat to try to get her to the tunnel. But the problem is that you would have been just as far behind as you are now, and then she would have curled into you and probably taken that tunnel. So could have maybe stayed on this side and rear crossed before this jump. I don't know. I can't say for sure, and because I can't see how these jumps line up with each other. I know we kind of talked about like doing a double rear here, but you're so far behind, I don't think it would have mattered. And I think if you would have reared right here, I think she would have gone into the wrong tunnel. So, don't have much advice to give you, except you need to run a lot faster. No, that was a hard line, and probably not a super good, easy answer for it. That was good, how you waited to make sure she could see that jump to take it. That was really good. And then she's like not in the mood to do the weaves. So now, I don't think she was supposed to take this jump. I think it went like this. So I'm going to assume that that's correct, that it's supposed to go double and then to this jump. But you don't have your outside arm up or anything, and you're just running this way, and this is a double, and it's a spread jump, so that means they're going to take it longer and in more extension than normal. So you have that arm up now, but it's too late. She's already landed. I don't think you put it up earlier. Let's see. Yeah, you don't put it up until now, and it's just too late. So what I would have done is cued the double with both arms. So the inside arm, your right arm in this case, would have given her forward cues for the double, and the outside arm would indicate to her that there's a turn. And I think that she could handle that, the double arm thing, like some dogs can't. Like, I don't think Cloud would. I think if he tried to do that with Cloud, he would just come off the double. I think he'd be like, I don't understand. Because he needs more forward cues. But Kea in general needs more turning cues than she needs forward cues. So probably double arm maneuver there would have helped you get that. Oops. Okay, now here, look at how late you crossed behind her path. Just now, you're starting to move over. She's already landed and on the other side. Okay, so she gets ahead of you here, but you should be crossing behind her now. Okay, so you started, look how now you're moving over. It's just too late. You've already sent her to the tunnel. So you had a lot of space there between those two jumps, and she's well ahead of you now. So as soon as she goes ahead, you just need to kind of gradually, move yourself over like this. It doesn't need to be dramatic, but... And the big finish. Hey, I don't think she knocked any bars on that one. Good job, Karen.